Hi, everyone. It's me, C Lefty Run, with week 17 Mount Charleston Marathon training update, Revel Canyon Mount Charleston training update. As you know, I'm training for the Revel Canyon Mount Charleston Marathon that's taking place this Saturday, April 2nd. I'm no expert by any means. I'm just sharing with you what I do or what I've done. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll all find out on April 2nd, right? So anyway, here's an update on what my week 17 looked like. I'm just going to focus on I had 43 total miles for week 17. Remember, it's a 2-week taper, so I'm starting to kind of wind down in week 17 from my 50-ish miles that I was running previously. So I'm just going to focus on my two harder workouts of the week, which was Tuesday's run. I had 6 1-mile repeats at 10 seconds under marathon pace. So it was between 7:56 and an 8:06. It was 84 degrees here in Southern California that day. And I got home from work and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it today. I've been having a lot of these Tuesday afternoon heat runs where I've just been going out and grinding through anyway. And I just didn't have it in me that Tuesday because I knew it was my last kind of speed workout before the marathon. And I knew that no fitness was going to be gained from that run. It was just going to like tighten things up a bit, maybe keep me where I'm at. So I opted to do that one on the treadmill. And I think it was hotter on the treadmill because I was in a room, and I didn't have my AC on because it wasn't warm enough for me to turn on AC. It takes a while for your house to heat up. And I started with the windows closed because I was like, I don't want the hot air to blow in. And then I was like, pause, I got to open the windows. I had to get a spray bottle. Like I was just a sweaty mess. And I thought, I should have done it outside. Anyway, but I pulled it off. I did my 6-mile repeats. I warmed up with Tommy Rivers Pusey on his Road to Recovery series. He had a 20-minute walk. So I did that with him. I ran. But we went tequila tasting and I didn't have any tequila, neither did Tommy, but it was fun. It was a nice little warm up. And then I went into the workout and then I cooled down. So that went pretty well. I felt good despite the heat, right? It was hot. It was hot. I'm tired of this heat. This is why I don't like running after work. This is why I get up super early to run so I don't have to battle the heat. And I live in Long Beach. I live in a beach city. So what do you do? Saturday, I had my last 12-mile run. My average pace for that was an 8:42. My range was 9:11 to 8:46. So I was a couple seconds under range. I felt okay. I didn't feel great. I didn't feel but I'm also just mentally tired and I'm ready for the marathon. So these final runs are just mentally more challenging for me. It's not the physical component, it's the mental component. And that I know. So I just got it done. Checked that box. So anyway, I'm looking forward to the run. I think I should do quite well. I feel good. I think I'm in better shape than I was when I ran Big Bear. And I know what to expect. When I ran Big Bear, I remember the taper, like my runs felt slow and hard and I was kind of nervous. I was like, what does this mean for my marathon? Does this mean maybe I overtrained? And no, it was just part of the taper process. And I'm kind of feeling like that again, but I'm not worried about it because I remember that feeling before. And I love Revel races because they're not crowded. It's really easy. Like the expo is easy. You take a shuttle, they shuttle you up. It starts at 6 a.m. It's on a Saturday. Beautiful scenery. A fun race. They're fun. They're hard. The recovery from them, for me, it takes me days. Like I'm sore for days. I can't walk upstairs. I mean, I can walk upstairs, but it's very slow. And I have stairs in my house. Of course I do. So it takes a while for me to get comfortable going up and down stairs again. It takes a lot out of my body. But hey, if it's going to help me PR at my age, it's a risk I'm willing to take. I also always lose a few toenails on these runs when I've never lost toenails in a traditional marathon. From what my understanding is of the course, I believe it's like the first mile is uphill. And then I think there's some like rollers to mile 4. What roller means, I don't know. They said Big Bear was rollers to 9 miles. And I was like, where's it at? Where's I kept waiting for these hills to come, and they were just like real mild. So, and then I guess it's pretty downhill till mile 21. And then it flattens out. And then mile 24 is a hill. And I thought, oh, I'd much rather have the hills at the beginning of the run than at the end. But I was listening to Coach Paul. He coaches people on the Revel races, and he did a Facebook Live, and he was like, you're tired anyway at the end of a marathon. You know, you throw a hill in, you're slowing anyway. So you might as well slow up at the hill. And I was like, that's true. Whereas at Big Bear, you had the first few miles were much slower because of the hills. So anyway, I thought about that. Yeah, I always die at the end of a marathon. You know, you hear about those people who are like, oh, I negative split my race, or, oh, I never hit the wall. That's not me. I've hit the wall every marathon I've ran. And I don't know what that is. I think it's just because maybe if I up my mileage to 70 a week, I wouldn't hit the wall. Or maybe if I did a 20-mile long run, I wouldn't hit the wall. But here's the thing. When I run 20, 22-mile long runs, it takes it out of me so much, like my recovery, to where I can't do my speed workouts, and I can't run well. So this 16-mile Hanson's plan works really well for me. And if I'm going to hit a wall at the end because I'm not doing 22-mile runs, then so be it. But I've done the 22-mile runs, and guess what? I hit the wall on those too. So who knows why that is? Maybe I won't this time. I don't know, but I'm expecting it. So, so that's the course from my understanding. And I think I have to get on the shuttle at between 3:15 and 3:45. I'm at the hotel where the shuttle will pick me up, and the race starts at 6. So here for the week, my fueling strategy is I'm drinking 4 of these a day at noon. And then 2 days before, like Thursday, Friday, I'll add Gatorade in for the extra electrolytes, because here's the thing. I'm running at elevation. So you think, oh, it's downhill. Yeah, it starts at like 7,500 feet of elevation, I think. And so that all comes into play. So you dehydrate much quicker, and you'll dehydrate before you feel it. So it's really important to stay on top, to stay ahead of your hydration. So I will stop at every aid station to drink. I do stop. I mean, I don't stop, but I walk fast and I drink. That's just what I do. I don't run through it and the water sloshing everywhere. I just don't do that. So I will stop at every aid station. That was a Coach Paul tip in Big Bear. And I think he said it again for Mount Charleston. So I will do that. So yeah, the shuttle will pick me up, take me to the top. Hopefully I won't be sitting next to someone who's like, you didn't train on the course. Good luck. Remember that person from Big Bear told me that. I would never tell somebody that on a race. I'd be like, oh my God, you're going to do so great. You're going to do so great. That's what you say to people before they're going to run a marathon. Not like, oh, you should have trained more. Because guess what? They can't do anything with that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my note where I talked about what I did last time. And I'm going to do that. And it seemed to work. I don't know. I hit the wall. Maybe it didn't work so well. So 80 ounces of water daily, no alcohol. I've talked about this week, but I've told you, I think one of my resolutions was just to drink on the weekends socially. And I lived up to that. And to be honest with you, like on a Saturday, if I have a glass of wine, it's been hard for me to just finish the glass of wine. I just really haven't had much of a desire. High carb diet this week, sweet potatoes, pastas, every meal. And then 2 days before, like I said, I did lots of Gatorade and noon. And then earlier bedtime. I did take a melatonin last night because this whole time change, I still haven't totally adapted. This morning I woke up and I ran 5.5 with my friend. I woke up at 5:30. That's the only time this week I have to wake up at 5:30. Tomorrow I'll run after work. I take Wednesday, Thursday off. Even though my plan calls for me to run on Thursday, I don't. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to run 8 according to my plan, but I do 6. So I pull back a little bit more than the plan suggests. And this is what I did last time and it worked for me. So And then the morning of, I get up at 2:30 because I have to get on that shuttle at around between 3:15 and 3:45. And I have the Kodiak cake in a cup. This is what I did last time. And I had some coffee with some water. And then on the bus going up, because it takes about an hour, I had a water bottle with Noon in it. And then at 5 a.m., as I was waiting around, I ate a whole banana and I drank some Gatorade. And then at 5:45, I took a caffeinated Martin gel. And then on the course, I just had honey stinger, which I took every 5 miles for Big Bear. And it was only honey stinger. This course also gives honey stinger gold, but I'm going to take mine anyway because I don't want to like not have fuel for whatever reason. I mean, things happen. So I will carry my own. And then if they have it on the course, I'll grab it. And then, this time too, because I just had honey stinger last time, I don't think there's any salt or any real electrolyte in those. So this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to alternate between honey stinger and Huma because I have the Huma caffeinated strawberry lemonade. And I think that has salt and electrolytes. So I'm going to see if that makes a difference, alternating those two to see if I feel differently at the end. And I looked at my splits at Big Bear. You know, Big Bear to run a 3:38, my average pace was like an 8:19. And I looked at my ending splits where I thought I was hitting the wall. And I think maybe mile 25 was like a 10-minute, but the others were still in the 8 range. So I didn't totally fall apart. There's a couple things that go on mentally, like I was no longer running a severe downhill. And so my legs just felt different. And it was the end of the marathon. So I was like, I didn't totally fall apart. I did stop at the restroom at the end of Big Bear, like mile 20. And I don't know if it was like I needed to go as much as I just needed an excuse to like slip in and take a little break. But I'm going to try not to do that this time and see. Again, I'm just trying to PR by about 3 minutes. I would like to run a sub 3:35. And again, my training this cycle has gone better. Not that my previous cycle went poorly, it didn't, it went well, but the runs this cycle felt easier. So we'll see. And yeah, and I'll let you know how it goes when I do a recap. I'm not going to have a GoPro or a selfie stick and take footage. I'm too selfish for that. Like I just want to get a PR and I'll be like, gosh darn it, it's because I talked into the selfie stick. And so I'll just tell you all about it when I return. Look, today it's raining. It's raining today. Last week it was like 85 and today it's raining. Anywho, but happy running. I look forward to wish me luck. Wish me luck. Again, I'm no expert. No, I'm no expert. I'm just trying things out and seeing what works for this 43-year-old girl who's going to be, by the way, 44 on Sunday. So for my birthday, I'd like a PR. Thank you. So if you want to get me a gift, get me a PR. That's what you can get me. Get me a sub 3:35 marathon. All right. Happy birthday to me. And I look forward to chatting with you when this is all said and done. Happy running.